Sushil was a rich man in the town of Mysore. He was a miser. Though his treasure house was full, he was too stingy to give away even the smallest coin to the needy. He ate almost nothing and starved his family and servants. One morning, as Sushil took his daily walk through town, he saw a young boy eating sweet rice. Sushil's mouth watered.
If only I could ask my wife to make me sweet rice. But if I eat sweet rice, my wife too would want to eat it. And so would the children. And if the children wanted to eat sweet rice, so would the servants. So I can better keep quiet.
As he made his way home, when Sushil arrived home, he said nothing about the sweet rice. But he wanted it so badly that he felt weak. His legs shook, and he had to go to bed. His wife Nirmala came to him.
What is wrong, dear?
Sushil lay groaning and clenched his teeth.
Is there something you want?
Sushil's face grew red, then purple. At last, he squeaked.
I would like to have sweet rice.
That is no problem. We are wealthy enough. I will make sweet rice for the whole town.
Sushil gasped in horror.
You will make a pauper of me.
Well then, I will make it for our family and servants.
Why would the servants need any?
Then I will make for us and children.
I'm sure the children can do without it.
Then I will make for you and me.
Why would you want to eat sweet rice?
Nirmala went out and returned after a while with a single plate of sweet rice. Then she looked on as Sushil, moaning with delight, had every crumb. God, who was observing all this, decided to teach Sushil a lesson.
I have never seen such a miser. I will teach this fellow not to be stingy.
God waited till the next day, when Sushil left on his morning walk. Then God came down to earth in the form of Sushil. God entered Sushil's house in Sushil's form. In Sushil's own voice, he called out to the servant,
Run to town and invite everyone you see. Today Sushil will share his wealth.
When Nirmala heard these words, she was surprised.
Dear, is this real? God should be praised for this change of heart.
Then she helped him open the treasure house. Soon, all the people from town arrived.
Take what you want, and if anyone who looks like me tries to stop you, drive away the scoundrel. Thanks to Lord Sushil, the most generous man alive.
They rushed into the treasure house and loaded themselves with gold, silver, diamonds and pearls. Just then, the real Sushil came home. When he saw his treasure being carried away, he screamed,
Robbers! Thieves! Put that back! How dare you! This must be the one that Lord Sushil warned us about. Drive him out! Drive him away!
The people drove away Sushil. Sushil rushed to the king's court.
Your Majesty, the people of the town are taking away everything from my house. Please save me. But your own servants invited them. Did you not give the order? Never. If you think that such an order was given, I beg you to bring the one here.
So the king sent a messenger. Soon came God, still pretending to be Sushil, along with Nirmala and the children. The children stared wide-eyed at the two Sushils, and Nirmala nearly fainted.
Impostor! Fraud!
Deceiver.
Hey, what a surprise! I cannot tell the difference between you two.
He turned to Nirmala.
Can you say who is true Sushil?
Nirmala looked at both men.
Your Majesty, may I ask them a question?
Certainly.
Nirmala turned to both the Sushils.
Is it better to be generous to yourself, to your family, to your servants, or to your neighbors?
It is best to be generous to all. When you are generous, others also become generous.
Nirmala turned towards Sushil.
Is it better to be generous to yourself, to your family, to your servants, or to your neighbors?
To none. It is a waste of wealth that can never be regained.
Nirmala took a deep breath, gathered the children, then drew close to God. Sushil was not able to believe this. He screamed,
Nirmala, my wife, my children.
Immediately, God stepped forward and changed into a flash of light.
I came down to teach this man a lesson. Did you see? You are so stingy that even your wife and children deny you.
Sushil and the king fell at the feet of the Lord.
My lord, please forgive me.
Will you stop being a miser?
My lord, I will be truly generous.
Or I'll be back.
The god vanished.
Nirmala, please forgive me.
Dear, let us celebrate. I have an idea. Let us make sweet rice for the entire town.
Sushil's legs shook. He groaned and clenched his teeth. His face grew red, then purple. Then he squeaked, "All right." The king and the people of the court laughed at Sushil. Sushil left peacefully to his place. Moral: when we give others, God will certainly. Once upon a time, there lived a washerman in a village. He had a donkey and a dog. The dog guarded the house and escorted him wherever he went. The donkey carried the washerman's stack of clothes on his back to the river and brought it back. Both the dog and the donkey slept in the washerman's courtyard. The dog was too proud of his duties and used to boast a lot. One night,
Hey, donkey! You're looking tired today. What's the matter? Today I have to travel a little longer, that's why. I don't have all this work, but my work is tougher than yours. I have to take care of this old house and the family. I too do the cleaning work of the whole family. Hey donkey, don't act smart. You're only a beast of burden. You speak as if you do the washing.
the donkey kept quiet. Days passed. One night, when everyone was sleeping, a thief managed to get into the house. Even after seeing the thief, the dog didn't bark. But the donkey saw the thief entering the house.
Hey friend! Look, a thief is entering the house. Why don't you bark to wake up our master? Mind your own business. Don't talk to me about my duties. I know how to guard my master. I have been guarding this house for long, but our master doesn't care for me. From the past few days, he doesn't even feed me properly. But he has been giving you all support. He doesn't know my worth. I won't wake him up. I won't wake him up when this thief steals valuables from his house. He will recognize my importance. You fool! This is not the time to complain. This is the time for action. Be fast and do something to wake up the master. No, as he doesn't care for me, even I won't care for him. Oh, wicked creature! You're full of ingratitude towards our master. You're ignoring your duty just when you're required most. Fine, I will do your duty and wake him up.
The donkey brayed at the top of his voice and awakened the washerman. The thief quickly ran away from the scene. The washerman looked around but could find no one. He got furious at the donkey who had disturbed his sleep.
You stupid donkey! You have disturbed me when I was too tired. I will teach you a lesson.
The washerman thrashed the poor donkey with a stick. The donkey was left nursing his bruises for months. It is always better to mind your own business. Do not offer advice unless and until you are asked for it. Once, In a small village, there were two brothers in a poor family. They were Nanda and Yuva. Yuva married a poor girl, whereas Nanda married a rich girl. After marriage, Nanda drove Yuva out of the house. Yuva's luck ran out further. All that he had was a piece of useless land. One day, he was sitting outside his barren land. He saw a sparrow's nest on the top of a tree.
Lovely sparrows. These sparrows have enough food to eat. I don't even have that. I'm not able to support my family either.
When he was thinking, suddenly an eagle attacked the nest of the sparrows and fought with the sparrow. The brave sparrow fought with the eagle and drove it away. However, the sparrow broke a wing and fell down. Yuva ran to the sparrow.
Poor bird. What bad luck.
He took it to his house, applied medicines on the sparrow's wounds and fed it properly. In a matter of 2 days, the sparrow was hale and hearty. It flew away happily. Its chicks hatched after a few days. The sparrow flew away with its chicks. One day,
Dear, let us leave this town and move on to another town.
What will we do with this land?
This land is of no use.
Maybe, but I'm not interested in leaving this place.
suddenly they heard the sound of a bird. Yuva came out and saw the sparrow. Yuva was immensely happy to see the sparrow.
Minu, come and see the sparrow.
The sparrow came and sat near Yuva. It had 3 seeds in its mouth. It kept the seeds near him and flew away. Yuva was surprised by the act of the sparrow.
Dear, what is this? They appear to be pumpkin seeds.
Minu, what will we do with these 3 seeds? But the sparrow is very affectionate. Is it not?
Of course, it's quite surprising. Why don't we plant the seeds and see?
As you please. Go and get some water.
Both Yuva and his wife planted the seeds and watered it. Night came and they went off to bed. The next morning, when Yuva came to the garden, he shouted in wonderment. He was not able to believe his own eyes.
Minu, come fast. See this great miracle.
Minu was immensely happy to see these 3 fully ripe pumpkins.
Is it a magic?
The sparrow has brought the blessings of God to us. Let's sell these pumpkins.
We will eat one and sell the other 2.
Yuva brought in the yellow pumpkin and cut it. His eyes widened in astonishment. From the pumpkin came all sorts of food. Minu and Yuva ate well.
Dear, let us bring the other 2 pumpkins and cut it too.
Yuva brought the second one and cut it. From the pumpkin came all sorts of clothes and jewelry. Meenu almost fainted. Yuva restored her to consciousness. He cut the third pumpkin. From that came loads and loads of gold and silver coins. Yuva took a sack and gathered all the gold and silver coins. He was rich. He built a beautiful palace, gave food and clothes to the needy. Soon, news reached Nanda.
Nina, did you hear about Yuva? He is the talk of the town.
There is something fishy. I will find out.
Nina went to Yuva's house, found out the cause of their new wealth from his wife, and informed her husband.
Nina, immediately get a sparrow from somewhere and place it in our garden.
The servants were informed. They caught a sparrow, broke its leg, and brought it to Nanda.
Let me now apply balms to the wounds of the sparrow.
He applied the medicine and let the sparrow fly away after it was healed. Soon the sparrow returned and gave a single seed to Nanda.
Nina, come here and see our luck.
What a surprise! But we have got only 1 seed.
I think we will be getting everything from this single seed.
Nina went and planted the seed. Both husband and wife did not have a wink of sleep that night. They waited for the day to dawn. In the morning, Nanda ran to the garden. He saw a huge pumpkin.
Hooray, Nina! We will drive Yuva out of this city.
Both of them took the pumpkin and cut it. Huge swirls of smoke came out. Nanda and Nina watched in surprise. Suddenly, there was a big blast and the house collapsed. Both Nanda and Nina were reduced to the plight of beggars. They lost everything because of their greed. Love is natural. Nothing can be achieved by force and greed.